Hello everybody, this video is going to very quickly take you through the research planning assignment document. This is basically going to be the outline or the blank template that you're going to use to create your own research plan as a part of your research planning assignment for week 2. So the way that we're going to do that is, first off, you're going to choose a topic. So this is going to be any topic that interests you, genuinely anything that you're really interested in that you would like to do a little bit of extra research on. This can be either personal to you, or maybe it can even be for like another class. Maybe you're doing some research in another class, or you've done some research in another class. You just kind of want to build on that, maybe find some more resources on that stuff. This would be a great opportunity to do that. And so first of all, you're just going to choose your research topics. It's going to be just a very generalized kind of topic that you're wanting to focus on. And then you're going to expand that topic into a thesis statement, right? So this is where you're going to take that topic that might be a little broad. You're going to start narrowing that down. You're going to focus it a little more, and you're going to make it a very focused thesis statement that you can then kind of build your research and kind of build your search terms around that you're going to be providing in the next section of this research plan. Again, I'm not going to go into super deep detail into this right here. There are other videos and tutorials that I've provided that help you in terms of choosing a topic, give you advice in terms of creating a thesis statement from that topic, and so forth. So please view those. And then if you have any more questions, you can ask me. That's why I'm here, to help you kind of guide you through this. I've also provided a student example of this, which has everything filled out. This was a student from a past class that got the full 15 points for this assignment. So you can kind of look at that assignment, kind of see how the student filled out this form, and then kind of use your topic, cross-reference, and then fill this in for your own topic. But then the next part, after you actually create the thesis statement, you'll come down here to the points to consider area, and then you will fill in the subject areas that this topic is from. The subject areas, what you probably want to think of there, are like discipline areas. So let's say your topic maybe has some things to do with psychology. Maybe it has some stuff to do with business. Maybe it's a little combination of the both. Maybe you're looking at the psychology of consumers, possibly for like marketing things. And so if you had a topic or a thesis statement that was along those lines, then the subject areas would be business, psychology, communication, things like that. So you're kind of looking for the really large, broad subject areas, and where those where your topic kind of touches on that. And so that's what you're going to list here. If we move down a little bit farther, you'll see list 3 search terms. These are going to be search terms that you're going to want to use when you're actually conducting searches in the databases. One of the biggest differences between searching databases and searching websites or searching search engines is that with a search engine like Google, or if you're searching for websites, you can basically just kind of use really broad search criteria, right? So you can type an entire thesis statement, you can type an entire question, and it's more or less going to start trying to find information for you. Databases work a little bit differently. You have to be very specific about what you're searching, and so you have to use very specific search terms. We'll get into this in a lot more detail with the database videos, especially with week 3. But this is where I'm kind of wanting you to start thinking about search terms. And so basically one of the easiest ways to construct search terms out of your research topic and your thesis statement is to actually take them from your thesis statement. So find probably the highlights of your thesis statement. So the areas of your thesis statement that connect most specifically to your overall research, right? And so you'll take those terms and then you will apply them into search terms. So you'll actually just make them search terms. So let's say you are looking at, if I go back to the example of like psychology and consumers and business, let's say maybe you're wanting to look at the psychology of marketing to young adults on social media. Okay, so something along those lines. So if you take that full thesis statement, what you do is you want to break it down into its main kind of research specific parts. So you would look at psychology, you would look at marketing, you would look at the term consumer, you would look at the term young adults, right? So those are the main parts of your thesis statement that you're wanting to try to find research on. And so those would be your search terms. And so you would put those in here. Alternative search terms would be alternative ways in which you can say what you listed in this section here. So let's say using young adults as an example. There are a lot of different ways that you can say young adults, right? You can say young adults, you can say adolescents, you can say college students, you can say high school students. You can say this in a lot of different ways. You can say teenagers. So that's kind of what I'm asking for here, is just to find alternate ways in which you can say the words that you listed here. And the reason why I put this here and why I want you to do this is because publishers and authors supply their own keywords for articles that they put into databases. And so one author or one publisher may, refer to, young adults as young adults in their paper or for their keywords, but another publisher, another author may use the term adolescent instead of young adult. And so if you're only focusing on using the terminology of young adults, you're going to miss out on a lot of articles that use the term adolescent instead. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get you to start thinking about here, or just different alternative ways to use the words that you're using, both in your thesis statement, but also in search terms when you get into databases. And again, don't think too hard about that, but these are just things I'm kind of wanting you to start thinking about for the assignments moving forward. Okay. And so the last part of the assignment is going to be finding background information. So this is where you're actually going to start conducting some background information on your research topic. So mostly whenever you're searching this, again, you can start trying to use some of these search terms. When you're searching these background information sources, I would recommend just using the broad term that you used for your research topic. That would probably be okay for these databases. Because more or less these databases are just academic versions of Wikipedia. That's really all they are. So you really don't want to try to do too advanced of a search with these yet. Again, a lot of these search terms and a lot of these kind of advanced ideas of searching is going to become more relevant in the next assignment. And so what you'll do is you will choose one of these two background information databases, either Credo Reference or Encyclopedia Britannica. You have to use one of these two. You cannot use something else. If you use something else, you will not get credit for the assignment. So it has to be one of these two. There are video tutorials for each one of these databases listed within the Week 2 folder. So please view that to see how to access those. And then what you will do is you will do a quick search for your research topic, and then you will answer these questions down here. So which background information source did you use? So which one of these two databases did you use? Why did you choose the source? Was the source useful? Why or why not? And just give me a good explanation of that, and then you will provide a full citation for that article. Now, for the citation, I want to make sure that you understand that it is a full citation. It is not a link. Just providing a URL or a link to the source is not a citation. That's just a link. So please make sure that you are providing a full, proper citation for the source that you choose. So for the article that you choose from one of these two areas. Within the videos that I have posted, I do show you where to find fully formed, proper citations from these databases. You are more than welcome to use those citations for your citation in this assignment. So please view whichever one of these you choose. Please view the video carefully, and then pay close attention to the end of the video, so you'll actually know where to find the citation, the proper citation for your article. And that pretty much does it for this assignment. If you have any questions or concerns, please email me. I will get back to you as soon as possible. But otherwise, best of luck.